Stunde. People in the past faced some of the most brutal hearings. Since historical times, it's been a common theme that not all crimes were given their due. Not all criminals were punished, and not all innocents were spared. The trend of injustice is not new. It has been trying to gain our attention for a long time. Let's look at 3 such historical examples where the jury turned a blind eye to justice. 1. Trial of the Salem Witches. This trial was the trial of the 17th century in which hundreds of people were put to trial for practicing black magic in Massachusetts. Many of them were executed for the act. The case started when a couple of local inhabitants began to show symptoms of an unknown disease which the doctors couldn't diagnose. Soon it was concluded that this could have been an act of witchcraft. People who didn't attend the church meetings were charged with this act and were imprisoned. Others who protested against this unfair imprisonment were taken as prisoners too. As this unrest grew among the local people, the court brought in better and more influential church ministers from England for the hearing. Regardless of how many trials were carried out, many people were accused of an act they never committed and hanged unjustly. The trial of England's Charles I. Before Charles I, there was never a king put to trial in public while still being the supreme authority. He was famously put to trial following the Civil War. He was charged with treachery and tyranny. People of England accused him of being a tyrant who spilt the blood of innocents. The court hearing took place in 4 phases, and each time the king questioned the court's authority for asking him. Finally, Charles I was declared guilty and was beheaded in front of his palace before his people. However, that's not the end. After the monarchy was restored under the rule of Charles II, the people behind the execution of King Charles I were all condemned and executed. The trial of Galileo Galilei. This one was the far most interesting of all. In 1633, Galileo was accused of heresy. He proclaimed that the earth revolves around the sun, which contradicted the church's beliefs that the earth revolved around the sun and not the other way around. This caused Galileo's immediate imprisonment in his house, which he didn't leave for the rest of his life. 3 centuries later, Galileo's name was finally cleared when the church accepted that the sun and not the earth was the center of the universe.